The Silence of the Lambs can also be seen as having some relevance to teaching and training issues in clinical psychology. The film highlights the importance of precise training and education for those working in the field, as well as the need for ongoing learning and professional development. It showcased some important elements of psychological investigation and evaluation, such as the use of profiling, the importance of understanding human behavior. The character of Dr. Lecter represents the importance of effective and insightful psychological evaluation, as he is able to provide insights into the mind of the killer that prove crucial to the investigation. On the other hand, the film also touches upon the dangers of making assumptions and the importance of accuracy in psychological evaluation. It also has some relevance to assessment methods in clinical psychology. The film touches upon the use of psychological assessment as a tool for understanding human behavior and solving crimes. Additionally, the film also touches upon the importance of interdisciplinary collaboration in psychological assessment, as Claire Starling works with other law enforcement officials and mental health professionals to solve the case.
We watched a movie titled The Silence of the Lambs, in which the FBI encountered a psychiatrist doctor who happens to be a cannibal serial killer. Dr. Lecter is a psychiatrist doctor who is in prison for having a charge being a murderer and cannibal killer. As for I want to know his psychological case, based on my research, Dr. Lecter has suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. He was a victim of a childhood trauma involving the killing of his family and the cannibalization of his baby sister. He also suffered from malevolent antisocial disorder due to his striking lack of remorse of guilt. And for this disorder to be treated, he needs to undergo CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapy, exposure therapy, cognitive therapy, and psychological debriefing. And for him to be managed easily, it is important to look for a medical expert who is not intimidated of by Dr. Lecter's threats and behavior patterns. That's why we need to train harder more psychiatrists or psychologists for them to treat this kind of a person.
Based on what I have researched in psychodynamic theory, traumatic events can lead to the development of antisocial disorder. People with antisocial disorder have no regards to others and no concerns for what is considered right or wrong in the society. In the movie The Silence of the Lambs, Lecter showed symptoms or meet the criteria for antisocial disorder in some of the scenarios. He antagonizes people with judgments, uses his charms to get what he wants, has lack of remorse in hurting others, instill fear to his victims, and intimidate people who are around him. What he is experiencing or disorder developed might be triggered by because of his history or childhood trauma mentioned in the movie. Some suggested treatment for antisocial disorder. Cognitive behavioral therapist uses insights both verbal and intellectual, to produce an emotional result on the client. Cognitive behavioral therapists believe that verbal cues, sentences often repeated, serve as inner dialogues that would lead to healing if used in positive sense. Continuously saying I am lovable could later on produce positive results to the person's self-esteem. The therapist's role is to interpret the data given by the patient by enabling the patient to relate past experience and open up to the therapist. Also, to actively strive to make the patient feel emotionally safe and to put him or her in an environment that is beneficial in creating positive changes would be the best form of treatment.
On a not-so-showing evening, FBI trainee Clarice Starling sprints through the woods. But there are no lambs to be found. Jack Crawford, head of the Behavior Science Division of the FBI, calls her in and assigns her to duty of speaking with Hannibal, the cannibal Lecter. No, the FBI is not employing a chef. Instead, they are hoping that Dr. Lecter, a psychiatrist who kills and eats people in his spare time, can provide them with information about the identity of a new serial murderer going by the moniker Buffalo Bill, who has been skinning women. Crawford also used Clarice as a bait because she was an attractive young woman. Lecter has post-traumatic stress disorder. Hannibal had childhood trauma involving the cannibalization of his infant sister and the murder of his family. Both Hannibal and Clarice suffered from horrific childhood experiences that involved losing a loved one. As is evident in the book and the movie, it's her father for Clarice and Misha, Hannibal's young sister. Hannibal's fixation on Clarice stems from comparisons he makes between himself and his deceased sister, Misha. Clarice is the ideal vehicle for Misha's consciousness, and Hannibal mysteriously decides.
The film The Silence of the Lamb is a classic in horror genre. It tells the story of a young FBI agent, Clarice Starling, who is tasked with catching a killer known as Buffalo Bill. In order to do this, she must consult with another serial killer, Hannibal Lecter. In terms of conducting research, the film highlights the importance of using various methods in order to get a complete picture. For example, Clarice uses both traditional police methods such as interviewing witnesses and collecting evidences, as well as more psychological methods such as analyzing dreams and interviewing Hannibal Lecter. This multifaceted approach is essential in clinical research as it allows for a more comprehensive understanding of the phenomena under study. The film also touches on the issue of treatment outcome. In particular, it highlights the importance of considering both efficacy and effectiveness when evaluating a treatment. Efficacy refers to the ability of treatment to produce the desired results, while effectiveness refers to the actual results achieved by a treatment. In the film, we see that Hannibal Lecter is highly effective in helping Clarice to catch Buffalo Bill. However, these methods are not always efficacious as they often involve breaking the law. This highlights the importance of considering both efficacy and effectiveness when evaluating a treatment. The film also demonstrates the importance of keeping an open mind when conducting research. Starling is able to crack the case because she is willing to consider all the evidences, no matter how gruesome it is. She is always able to empathize with Buffalo Bill, which allows her to understand his actions.